Adult Insights is brought to you by Yapo Dollars, the video-on-demand program optimized to earn you more. Online adult entertainment is known to be a welcoming community. Many people are willing to lend a hand to help you succeed. Here's a nod to some of the friends and mentors who have made a difference.
I'd have to say Doug with CC Bell has been huge in giving me little pushes here and pushes there to kind of head me in the right direction. So yeah, Doug, and why not Bob too?
My mentor and one of my closest friends is Bob Rice. Why not Bob? Since then, there have been just a slew of other individuals, from Dave Cummings, even Rockhard, who's with Cherry Pimps now, to Sweetums, to Vid Vicious. I mean, these people, Vid and Sweetums were even at my wedding when we got married. That's how close we are.
Derek from Webcam Cash was the first sort of guy I hooked up with. Derek introduced me to a lot of people, and that really helped because I started to see, I worked in a bubble before that, and through him I met a lot of different people.
My husband, definitely my husband, because he's been there through the whole step of the way. He basically said, why don't you start, I didn't know what to do with my art, didn't know where to go, and he said, why don't you try doing websites? I said, I hate HTML, but I'll try it. So I started, did a few things for friends here and there, and finally got my first client and realized I can have fun. Even though sometimes you hate it, I can still have fun and I can make money.
Stephanie Hickman, when I first started here, she was a very good asset for the first 6 months, basically hand-holding me through a few things.
I would say Dave from Webmaster Vault would pretty much be one of my biggest helps. He's actually one of the people I talk to on a constant basis. Me and Mantis from Routes Reviews, of course, actually talk a lot, which I consider one of my good friends. Basically, I bounce ideas off people, and if it sounds pretty good, and if they convince me that it's an idiotic idea, I go with it. If not, I just brush it by the wayside.
We'll go back to Ali Drummond at the beginning. The traffic dudes, some of the people I met are the earliest in the industry, and with Greg Dumas, because I've been working with him for over 4 years now, and Morgan Summers.
Obviously I respect people that are guys that perform in front of the camera as well. The Ron Jeremys of the world, the Max Hardcores, the Rob Blacks. These are my friends, and we there's a certain amount of inspiration there for sure.
My first year in the industry, Tom was a big influence on me. It's phenomenal to work for someone like Paul Fishbein, who's been in this industry since 25 years ago, seen it all, he's done it all. That wealth of experience is something that I try to draw from as much as possible, and the guy's amazing.
Tell someone you work in porn and you always get an interesting reaction. Yet what you do and what they think you do may be quite different. Here's some of the stereotypes that face those working in the industry.
It's all about going to a meeting, dropping trowel, and just going at it with everybody you see. Everybody thinks it's just slimy. Honestly, a lot of people think it's really slimy, and they just don't understand that it's a business like any other business. We're selling a product, whether it's Dr. Pepper, pharmaceuticals, or people jerking off on tape. It's a product, period. If there wasn't a market for it, there would be no supply.
Anybody I know, friends of mine, that that know that I'm in the industry, it's like, to them it's the dream job. They're just thinking about all the fringe benefits. They don't look at it as a real job. So there's your secret right there. It is a job. It is really a job.
They really don't see it as a business. They kind of see it as we're partying all the time. We're not working, sex is being thrown at us everywhere. And if they knew the actual ratio of male to female in this industry, they would not think that. And if they've ever been to a convention, they wouldn't think that. But it is a preconceived notion. There is a notion of our morality comes into factor, and a notion of just basically who we are as people. And that being said, I'm much more open-minded to what I do, and I see it as a business, and I see it as something that is a great business and I enjoy doing, but in the end of the day, it's paying my bills.
That we're all evil, and everything's shady, and it's all underhand deals, and it's degrading to women and stuff, and if you take a day and follow one of us around, it's all business. You know what I mean? It's very. I look at very little porn now because I just don't have time. I'm all focusing on the business aspect of it.
It's taboo. It's terrible. How could you do that? What's wrong with you? That's the same person, he or she, that when the doors are closed at home, they're turning on their computers and pulling out their credit card and buying a subscription to a website that our company is probably billing for. Hypocrisy is what it is.